Hello to everyone. This presentation is a desk research implemented on an European level, and this is a part of an intellectual output of a Key Action 2 project, an European project that involves different organizations from different European countries. And the objective of this desk research is to collect all the information about European youth policies, about the entities and the body that work on that topic on an international level, and to provide young people of each partner country a clear overview of this topic. We think, in fact, that informing young people about what that means let them feel more and more part of the European community. The three main topics will be European actors and bodies that are involved in the youth policies process. The second topic will be the main youth policies on an European level. And the third topics will be the European ways to promote youth participation, and so the opportunities that young people can have on an European level. If we talk about European actors involved in youth policies, we definitely need to talk about the European Youth Parliament. The European Youth Parliament is one of Europe's largest youth platforms for civic education, intercultural encounters, and exchange of ideas, run by young people for young people. The European Youth Parliament offers its participants a transformational learning experience, and it consists in international, regional, and national sessions carried out by non-formal educational activities. It is organized in national committees in which young people can freely participate. One of the most important projects that European Youth Parliament is working on is Young Opinion on the Future of Europe. Please scan the QR code and you can find more info, and you can also download all the reports of the Young Opinion on the Future of Europe. Another important body is European Youth Forum, which work is centered on what matters most to young people, from living education and finding a quality job to protecting the sustainability of our planet and making young people's voices heard in our democracy. European Youth Forum is mainly open for organization members, but if you are a young person looking to join a youth organization or become active in the European youth field, you can explore the work of the member organization of European Youth Forum and be active on a local and international level. The Council of Europe is the continent's leading human rights organization. The young people are usually involved in the Council of Europe Youth Department, which is a part of the Directorate of Democratic Participation. The Youth Department provides funding and educational support for international youth activities aiming to promote youth citizenship, youth mobility, and the values of human rights, democracy, and cultural pluralism. It seeks to bring together and disseminate expertise and knowledge about the life situation, aspiration, and ways of expression of young Europeans. We continue with the AEGEE, which is one of Europe's biggest interdisciplinary students' organizations. It is a non-governmental, politically independent and non-profit organization, and it is open to students and young people from all the faculties and disciplines. It was founded in 1985 in Paris, and today it's a really big network. The AEGEE empowers students and young people in all over Europe to take an active role in society. It creates a space for dialogue and learning opportunities, as well as acts as their representatives toward decision makers. Moreover, AEGEE strengthens mutual understanding and brings Europe closer to the young people. Here again, we provide you access to more information about this organization. The last European body that we want to share with you is the Young European Federalists, which is a political youth NGO advocating for the creation of a democratic European federation as a guarantee for peace, the rule of law, and human rights. Young European Federalists promotes true European citizenship, works for the widening and deepening of the European Union, and strives for a more just and integrated society on an European continent. There are several ways to participate in the movement. You can become a member, a volunteer in a political commission or a task force, take part in the campaigns, carry out an internship in the European Secretariat of Contribute to JAF online magazine. As before, here you can find more information about the NGO. Take into consideration that GEF is made by its member through resolution passed by their elected representatives, so it's a very democratic body. We can now start talking about the main youth policies on European level, and if we talk about the main youth policies, we cannot talk about the European Youth Strategy. The European Youth Strategy is the framework for European youth policy cooperation for 2019-2027, based on the Council resolution of the 26th of November 2018. European youth cooperation shall make the most of youth policy's potential. It fosters youth participation in democratic life. It also supports social and civic engagement and aims to ensure that all young people have the necessary resources to take part in society. The EU strategy focuses on three core areas of action around the three words engage, connect, empower, while working on joined-up implementation across sectors. The objectives are achieved through specific youth programs, such as Erasmus Plus and European Solidarity Corps. The strategy is based on effective, focused, and joined-up implementation across sectors, by mobilizing several EU programs and funds, and encouraging cross-sectoral cooperation at all levels. The strategy takes into account the results of the dialogue with young people, which led to the identification of 11 European youth goals, which are connecting you with youth, equality of all genders, inclusive societies, information and constructive dialogue, mental health and well-being, moving rural youth forward, quality employment for all, quality learning, space and participation for all, sustainable green Europe, youth organization and European programs. Let's go now to see in details all the programs that help implementing the EU Youth Strategy. For example, the European Solidarity Corps, which is managed by the European Commission, and it is implemented by a variety of bodies. The European Solidarity Corps funding is provided in the form of grants to organizations through calls for proposal. Young people wishing to engage in such activities need to register in the European Solidarity Corps portal. But what is in specific the European Solidarity Corps? It is an initiative which aims to give young people aged 18 to 35 the opportunity to take part in solidarity activities in their own country or abroad, through volunteering, a traineeship or a job in a range of areas such as healthcare or environmental protection. Another important program is Erasmus+, which is the EU's program to support education, training, youth and sport in Europe. Thanks to the Erasmus Plus program, a large portion of the budget dedicated to youth in Europe has been spent to create free, formal and informal opportunities for training, internship and exchange experiences that allow young people from across Europe to meet and create a true European citizenship around current issues. Discover EU is an action of the Erasmus Plus program that gives the opportunity to young people to discover Europe through learning experiences. If you are 18, you can apply during the 2 application rounds which take place each year. Successful applicants are awarded with a travel pass around Europe. Discover EU gives young people just turned 18 the opportunity to take a trip to Europe and discover what it means to be an European citizen. As the last example of youth policies on European level, we want to talk about the Reinforced Youth Guarantee. It is a commitment by all state members to ensure that all young people under the age of 30 receive a good quality offer of employment, continued education, apprenticeship, traineeship, within a period of 4 months of becoming unemployed or leaving education. All the EU countries have committed to the implementation of the Reinforced Youth Guarantee in a Council recommendation of October 2020. The recommendation is based on a Commission proposal, part of the Youth Employment Support Package. Concluding our presentation, let's see the opportunities that Europe can give to young people to be active citizenship on an European level. As we said before, youth participation in decision and action at local, regional, and national level is a way to foster young people's active citizenship, enhance their integration and inclusion, and strengthen their contribution to the development of democracy. It involves spaces where young people can express their views and opinions, opportunities for decision makers to listen to those views and opinions and to take them into account. As we said before, the European Youth Strategy has three main objectives: to engage young people by fostering their participation in civic and democratic life, to connect young people across the European Union and beyond, to foster voluntary engagement, learning mobility, solidarity, and intercultural understanding, to empower by supporting youth empowerment through quality, innovation, and recognition of youth work. Another interesting initiative is the EU Youth Dialogue, which is a dialogue mechanism between young people and decision makers taking place in the framework of the EU Youth Strategy. It is a way to ensure that the opinion, views, and needs of young people and youth organizations are taken into account when defining the EU youth policies. In every member state, the process is organized by national working groups that are in charge of conducting consultation and activities in their country with young people, youth organizations, and policymakers. How does it happen? The dialogue with policymakers and other dialogue activities happen in 18-month work cycles. Each cycle focuses on a different theme set by the Council of Youth Ministers. The current one is a sustainable and green Europe, directly connected to the Youth Goal number 3. The trio of EU Council presidencies, Germany, Portugal, Slovenia, have chosen Europe for Youth, Youth for Europe, Space and Participation for All as a common theme in connection with the European Youth Goal 9, Space and Participation for All. It takes the lead role with regard to steering the implementation of the EU Youth Dialogue, in close cooperation with the European Commission and the national agencies, as well as with the European Youth Forum and other youth civil society representatives within a coordination group. The EU Youth Strategy contributes to realizing the vision of young people by mobilizing the EU-level policy instrument, as well as inciting stakeholders' action at a national, regional, and local level. Which is the outcome of all of this? A policy document containing the views of young people that will be adopted by the Council of European Union. As mentioned earlier, the Erasmus Plus program uses European funds to provide young people with mobility opportunities throughout Europe. We are talking about youth exchanges and training courses, for example. Let's go through them in detail. Youth exchanges allow groups of young people from different countries to meet, live together, and work on shared projects for short periods. They take place outside the school environment, and participants' learning experiences are recognized through a youth pass. It is a free experience because EU funds cover all the travel and accommodation and all the exceptional cost that a participant can have. Application must be made by an organization or a group of young people who in turn select who participate in the exchange. The duration can be between 5 and 21 days, excluding traveling time, and are eligible participants people between ages of 13 and 30. Youth exchanges are managed by youth organizations, informal groups of young people, and other organizations. Instead, the training courses are dedicated to youth workers, with no age limit, but with a minimum age of 18. They are training experiences that allow the acquisition of new skills in the educational field. Here you can find useful links if you want to learn more about youth policies at the European level, and if you want to find more information regarding opportunities dedicated to young people. Thank you so much for your attention. Please contact us if you have any questions or comments. Bye-bye.